What's up everybody, this is Yair and today we are going to draw a BROLY poster. Okay, so in the last few days we got some images of the new BROLY from the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie. All credits for this awesome image goes to the animator Nahoiro Shintani. Now I'm going to use this image as a reference. I'll draw BROLY powering up. We'll add a very smooth, clean aura, and we'll see what we'll do about the background. Now, during this video, I'm gonna explain what I'm going to do, but this is not gonna be a step-by-step tutorial like my usual tutorials, but it's still going to be a very valid information I think will help a lot of you. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so this paper is a bit larger than A4. I'm going to start by drinking this cup of coffee. And then I'll start by drawing BROLY's face, and as you can see I'm drawing the shape of his face. Then I'm gonna use these guidelines to mark the center of his face, and now I can add all the facial features without worrying about the right proportions. Next I'm gonna add his neck, the trap muscles, and his hair. This time I'm gonna use a circle as a guideline to keep the right proportions of the hair. And then all I need to do is just add the rest of the spikes. And to finish up, I'm just gonna add some random lines all over the spikes. Awesome, so now we are going to draw the rest of the body. Now you might not see it, but I'm using a line of action. That's a line that indicates the posture of his body. And then, just like before, I'm gonna draw the shape of the torso. I'll draw the shape of the pelvis and the shape of the legs. Once I got the overall shape and the right proportions, adding the details will be much more comfortable. Awesome, so now I'm just gonna add all the muscles. Now because the right side is closer to our eye, it will appear bigger. So make sure to keep that in mind while you're drawing. And if you want, here and there you can use a ruler just to make sure you kept the right proportions. Now as you can see, for his hands I used the same method. I first captured the shape, and then I'm simply gonna add the details, which are the fingers and his thumb. And make sure to add BROLY's new scars. Awesome, so I'm gonna do the same process for the pelvis and for the legs. Now we'll simply add his little blanket. I have no idea how it's called. Awesome, so now that we are done with sketching, I want to add some awesome lightnings around BROLY, and I'll do it by drawing fast lines, just like that, and I'm gonna do the same all around. Awesome, so now that we are done with that, I'm gonna ink this entire drawing. I'm gonna use a 0.1 black pen for his entire body, but for the face I'm gonna use a 0.05. That's a slightly thinner line, which helps me a lot with the tiny details, for example his facial features. Once we are done with that, I'm gonna use the charcoal eraser to get rid of all the lead, and I'm also gonna use the eraser stick for those stubborn areas. Awesome, so once it's clean, we can start to use the Copic markers. Now if you don't have any Copic markers, you can use color pencils or just use lead pencils and do some shading, whichever works for you. But I'm going to use Copic markers. Those are alcohol based markers, which means they can blend very well, and they also got a variety of different colors. For this poster I'm going to use 3 values for each object. That means 3 different tones of the same color. Usually I'm gonna start with the brightest one, then I'm gonna move to the mid-tone, and then I'll use the darkest tone. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna do some blending. I'll blend the mid-tone with the bright tone and the mid-tone with the darkest tone. That way I'm gonna create a nice gradient. Now some quick tips: if you want to get some more saturation with the same color, just add more layers. And if you accidentally colored outside of the line, you can use the colorless blender to soak that ink. That's a very valuable tip. And you can also use the colorless blender to blend the brightest tones. And if you have any more questions regarding the Copic markers, just ask me down below. Right now I'm going to color his entire body, and then we'll move to the outline. Awesome, so we are done with his body, and now I'm gonna create the aura. So I'm going to use lots of different tones of yellow and green. I'm gonna start with the brightest tones, and we start with this area right there. Now gradually I'm gonna add some more tones with more value. I'll do some blending from time to time, and I'll keep adding more layers until I'm satisfied with the result. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with how that came out, so I'm gonna do the same process like I did right now to this entire aura. Now in this video it might look like a couple of minutes, but it took several hours, so take that into account. Awesome, so once we are done with the Copic markers, we are going to use some color pencils, and you probably saw it in the movie trailer. BROLY had some green energy things flowing around them, and that's the look I want to create. So we're just going to draw those tiny energy things all around his body. Now I want his skin tone to have a little bit of green and yellow tint. So I'm gonna take those markers and I'm gonna color the highlighted areas. Awesome, so now I wanted to color those lightnings. First I started with the color pencils, but I really didn't love the results, and I remembered I had a glowing green color and it really did the trick, so I just used it for the rest of the lightnings. Okay, so in this point I thought I finished the drawing, but then I decided to color the entire background with the black color. That way his aura sticks out more and the lightnings get more light. And while coloring I decided to add some stars. So I just used some pink, blue and yellow. I created some stars and then I continued with the black color. And we are not done yet, so to finish up this drawing I'm gonna take the white pen, and I'm gonna add some more stars. And we are done, everybody. So this piece took me 3 days to complete. As you can see, lots of layers, blending, special effects, all of that to achieve a very smooth looking poster of BROLY. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And if you like this drawing, make sure to smash that like button and share the video with your friends. This will help me do more videos for you all, and it only takes a couple of seconds. So that's it for today, everybody. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching, of course. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.